Welcome back. This portion of the video tutorial will be dedicated to using the Trimmomatic tool. The Trimmomatic tool, we're essentially cleaning our data up to get better results when it comes to the alignment that we will do later. You can read more about the actual process on the website. The first thing we need to do, though, if we're going to use Trimmomatic before we actually start to use the tool, is convert our file format to something that is acceptable for Trimmomatic. So we're going to go to Edit Attributes. And so I previously mentioned in the last video that we were uploading a FastQ. If we want to use the Trimmomatic tool in Galaxy, we need to change that to FastQ Sanger. And you can see it's making the change there. It's now a FastQ Sanger, and so we're now going to search the Trimmomatic tool. And there it is. And so this window is going to appear, and so the rest of this tutorial is mainly going to be parameter selection, but you can see the file that we just changed to FastQ Sanger appears here. So it says input FastQ. What it actually means here is input FastQ Sanger. The file above is actually a FastQ file, but as you can see, it's not appearing in the drop-down menu, and that in Galaxy Tools is a good indicator that your data is not formatted correctly. So we're going to walk through a couple of parameters. We're not dealing with pair in data. You might be, so that can change. That'll change your parameter selection a little bit in this first part, but we're not. So we're going to go ahead and select no. Here's our file. We're not performing the initial Illumina clip step. You can investigate that further on your own if you want. We're now going to insert some Trimmomatic operations. So the first one is sliding window. These parameters that we're going to use are just good for general cleaning. You may need to change them based on your data, but these are just generally good parameters to use. So we're going to change that to 15. The next one we're going to do is minimum length, and instead of 20 we're going to do 30 there. Leading will be 3. Trailing will also be 3. We're going to do crop, and we're going to crop it to a length of 85. And head crop will be 4. And so again, if you want more detailed information, it's on the website. I'm just showing you the procedure of walking through and getting this job executed. The actual operations are listed down here if you want a little bit more information about what each operation will do to your data. And here's some information about input outputs. But we're going to go ahead and execute the job. And as you can see, it's going to appear over here in the history. And you can reload it as it does the trimming step. And so like I previously said in the last tutorial, once this turns green, you're going to be able to view your data, edit some of the attributes, and potentially download the file. So that's Trimmomatic. See you in the next video. So now that our data is finished being processed with the Trimmomatic tool, we're going to go through here, and I'm just going to view details quickly so you can see. You can actually go back and look at the input parameters, so you can see all of the parameters that we selected as we were going through there, and that remains available with this particular file. So I encourage you to be mindful of keeping track of your parameters or leaving your files in your history as you go on to modify the data further. So there'll be some alignment, and then your sample files will be different from what they were in this step. So either keep track of the parameters you're using or just leave the files available in the history so you can go back and view the parameters you selected in case there's ever any question.